Thank you. Muchas gracias. It is a great privilege to be with you here today. Thank you, Mr. Abaskar, for the invitation for this unique event. As you know, these are tough times in Israel. We are currently under a combined Iranian attack, direct attack by missiles, cruise missiles and drones from Iran, attack from Hezbollah, terrorist organizations launched without provocation on our northern border, and of course, the war against Hamas, which 8 months ago launched a brutal attack against Israel with over 1,000 civilians murdered, including entire families, men, women, elderly, and children. How can a human being be motivated to torture parents in front of their children and then murder them? How does one cultivate a desire for murder, rape against young women gathered in a party? These are the roots and fruits of radical Islam, of Hamas. In kindergarten and schools, the Palestinian education system cultivated hatred and a barbaric desire to murder Jews and infidels, fueled by a combination of anti-Semite tropes and religious fanaticism. The perfect example of this indoctrination we saw in a conversation between one of Hamas terrorists and his father on October 7th. I quote, "Hey father, I'm calling from Kibbutz Niflasim. Open my WhatsApp and see all the dead. See how many I killed with my own hands. Your son killed Jews. Father, I'm talking to you from the phone of a Jewish woman. I killed her and her husband. I killed them with my own hands. Father, 10, with my own hands. Let me speak to Mom." As we stand here today, Hamas continues to hold our young men and women in its tunnels near Rafah. One of them is Noah Argamani, a young student who gained fame due to a video where she's seen abducted on a Hamas motorcycle while crying out in pain. Entire family, Yarden, Shiri, and their 2 young boys, Zir and Ariel Vivas, are being held captive at this very moment. I implore you, do not forget these innocent people. I urge you to not forget how this war started. A war we did not seek. A war that we have no choice but to fight and win for the sake of our children and for the sake of the free world. Unfortunately, the current Prime Minister of Spain, Sanchez, believes that the Palestinians should be rewarded for their massacre, that this is the time to give them a state. It is important to highlight some crucial facts about the Palestinian Authority. Not a single senior official of the Palestinian Authority has condemned the barbaric massacre of Hamas. Not a single one. On the contrary, many Palestinian senior officials have expressed support for the massacre. Jibril Rajoub said it was a natural response. Fatah official says, inshallah we will see more massacres. And another Fatah member says, we are in euphoria. There is an atmosphere of immense joy. This is the Palestinian Authority. But the Palestinian Authority goes beyond rhetoric. It transfers huge payments to the prisoners who they call martyrs. Billions of shekels pay for slavery. Schools of the Palestinian Authority continue to indoctrinate generations of youth with anti-Semitic hatred. A survey by the Palestinian Research Institute conducted a month after October 7 found that 94% of Palestinians felt immense pride in the October 7th attack. It takes a village to raise a child. And at the same extent, it takes a village to raise rapists and murderers. Dear Santiago, a few months ago, you came to Israel to show solidarity. You walked among the burned houses of Discurso, and Israelí, witnessing the children's abandoned bicycles and toys. You looked at this evil directly, and unlike others, you didn't do this for a photo op or to check a box. Unlike others, your good heart led you to align yourself with the state of Israel, rather than Hamas and Iran. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're standing with the truth, with goodness, on behalf of the citizens of Israel and the Israeli government. I want to thank you. You understood very well that this war is not just about the future of Gaza or the state of Israel or even the Middle East. This is an existential battle for the future of our civilization against radical Islam. The future of Western civilization. The future of humanity. The sword of radical Islam is already been raised over Europe. In the UK, cities are falling into the hands of Islamists who are openly stating that their goal is to apply Sharia law across the Great Britain and the entire European continent. The influx of immigration from Islamic countries is not marked by their desire to integrate into the host countries, but by segregation in ghettos that have often become hotbeds of religious fanaticism with a clear, violent imperialist ambition. Initially, this violence endangers those who enter these closed neighborhoods, and many times police never comes in. But the threat gradually spreads outward. When the community becomes big enough, it breaks out. We are seeing huge rallies in major cities throughout the US, Europe, waving the flags of terrorist groups like ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and Hamas. The danger posed by radical Islam worsens sevenfold when it meets a civilization that has lost faith in itself. In 2017, Douglas Murray described in his book, The Strangeness of Europe, even the mass movement of millions of people into Europe would not sound such a final note for the continent, were it not for the fact that at the same time, Europe lost faith in its belief, tradition,